Hi guys, it is Wednesday morning and I just had a conference with Taya from class for my Tuesday class. She came in kind of wondering where to start with doing research. I know that we've already kind of been playing with TED Talks and looking at topics, but now it's really time to get down to the nitty-gritty. I had a really great conference with her that lasted about 15 to 20 minutes. We got a lot accomplished, and I kind of wanted to go over the same material with you that I went over with Taya on her subject of the war on drugs and racism. Just to kind of show you the steps that are required for doing really good research that also make research easier. When we're doing research, we don't really know where to start, so I'm just going to give you a starting point if you need one. So I just went to the course homepage. I'm going to actually move myself down here. On the course homepage, I'm going to library because good research starts with good sources, and good sources usually cost money, and that for us is in the library or in the database that we pay for in the library. If we're a face-to-face class, we would go to the library and go through a library database workshop, but since we only meet once a week and we didn't have class yesterday, this video is going to walk you through that kind of stuff. If there's anything that's confusing, let me know and I'll either make another video or we can address it in class. But again, I'm going to the VC library. So when you do research, you want really good research. So it's not that these people that write these articles are necessarily smarter, right? But they've dedicated their lives and their time and their research to specific social and global issues. And so they've researched and studied these issues for a very long time, and they're aware of the trends and the facts behind the actual issues. So again, we're going to go to the first place that a lot of people go when they go to the library, which is the library catalog. So a catalog always denotes or indicates that you're going to be getting books. So I'm just going to put War on Drugs for those of you that are into books. One thing that's really, really important to understand about books is that you can check out a book and you don't have to read the entire book. A lot of the books in the library are actually articles compiled into a book, and that's an anthology. So there's lots of different viewpoints there for you. So again, I just typed in War on Drugs and 50 books popped up. And so I can scroll through and I can look through all the different issues. Here's one here that's interesting. So Taya, if you're watching this might be a really good book for you. I click on it, it says The War on Drugs. It was published by Greenhaven Press in 2009. This is going to be a good source because it deals with all these different issues. So again, when you're researching, you're not just staying focused on your key terms. You're noticing, you're asking yourself what other subjects or subtopics are connected to war on drugs, to my topic. And here, the library catalog does it for you. Drug abuse in the United States and prevention, privacy rights, due process of law, narcotic laws. These are all subjects that are found within the war on drugs. So again, if I was interested in this book, I would write down the call number. That is the address of where you can find the book located in the library. You can actually go to the main stacks in the library and you can find it. So again, books are really great. Even if you just want to use one chapter or one section of the book, you can read the introduction and you can read the chapter that you're interested in. For example, if it's providing you like a historical background of the Reagan administration in the 80s and when the war on drugs was declared and became official government policy, federal policy. So again, if you just wanted to use this book for the history of the war on drugs, that would be useful. So you're gathering 7 sources for your research essay. So you want a variety of different viewpoints. Remember, you're doing they say, I say. You want different viewpoints on the subject. What is the war on drugs? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it both, right? You're looking for various viewpoints. So again, I'll go back. I'll just use my back arrow back to the library. If you click on this little box here, it's the logo, but it's also a link back to the primary page for the library that can give you articles, books, and then research assistance. So there's all kinds of stuff on here. So you don't have to stress out like, oh my God, where am I going to go? Go here. This is why the library is really, really useful. We've compiled all this information for you. You don't have to be on Wikipedia and all over the place getting sources that might not necessarily be the best ones for you. So I'm just going to show you the databases because these are also really good. So again, we looked at library catalog, that's books, and that was super quick. But now we're going to look at the library databases. So I'm going to click on Primo, and that's going to go to a page that's going to show you all kinds. There's a couple different ways you can do it. I like to go this way because it's easier for me to read. I can see it all at once. But again, there's other ways to do it. There's databases that are located here. There's books and newspapers. There's faculty resources. There's all kinds of stuff going on here, tutoring center and things. We're going to look at the library databases, and we're going to look specifically at CQ Researcher. Now, CQ Researcher, the reason I like it is because of the way that it looks. It's easy to read. I can see the main job here is U.S. trade policy, and the question is, can tariffs proposed by Trump specifically restore manufacturing jobs in the United States? That's a big issue. Part of his platform as a president was make America great again, and a big part of that was to become a producing country once again, as we used to be. So here's one of the issues. That's one of the main story. You can also find hot topics on the side here. I'm just going to go to the key search, and I'm going to type war on drugs and see what pops up. So again, this is what pops up. It's 518 results. If you look at the dates, you can see there's different dates on here. There's one with racial conflict. But you have to kind of look because it will actually find any of this information. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to type in war on drugs and I'm going to put quotes around it. Oops, that's not going to work. Whenever you put quotes around your search term, what you're doing is you're telling the database to look for this phrase. So war on drugs, keep it together. Otherwise, it's looking for war, the word on, and then the word on drugs. And so that's going to come up with different results. So again, it's gone from 518 to 77 results here. And you can see, you can scroll through and see if you were interested in one, you could click on it. And what it would do is it would give you kind of U.S. Coast Guardsman watches, 11.5 tons of cocaine seized in the war on drugs. And then it talks about kind of a history. The cool thing about the databases, specifically this one here, which is, again, CQ Researcher, is it gives you issue tracker. It gives you all the stuff that's been talked about regarding the war on drugs that's somewhat related. So again, this entire article is dealing with this specific topic. You have charts here, and you have data, and you have information. You can click on them if you're interested. You can read through the article. If you like the article, the database will do several things for you. You can print the article out. You can email it to yourself, which is awesome if you want to read it later. You can download it in PDF form, which makes it easier to read. And then you can check out the full report. So again, CQ Researcher is awesome for that. You can also cite it, which is totally cool. We are using MLA citing, as you know. If you click on Cite Now, you click on MLA citing, and you check out the citing to make sure it's legit, and then you're going to save the style, the citation, or export it to yourself. So again, the database is by far superior to researching on Google because it's synthesized, peer-reviewed, legit information coming from researchers all over the world. Okay, so this is just a quick little overview. I want to jump back over to the to-do list that I made for you. So this is our plan. This is what I talked about with Taya, and so you're just getting the super fast version of it. If you have questions, we can troubleshoot in class. But again, this is what you're doing with your research essay to-do list. You're going to pick your topic. You're going to gather research, legit research, using the library catalog and database. We've used those the last couple weeks on the discussion board. There were links that many of you went to check out the databases. You're going to make a cluster of information on your topic. So remember, in the center of your cluster, if this was your topic, the war on drugs, and branching from that, you'd have Ronald Reagan's government policies. You'd have the history of the war on drugs. You'd have money and issues of money related to the war on drugs. You'd have racism. You might have prison overpopulation. You look at the main topic when you cluster, and then you branch off information from there. So again, you're going to read over your sources, highlight and write on your sources, and then you're going to synthesize your sources. Your sources are your they say. What are they, meaning researchers, analysts, psychologists, sociologists, politicians? What are they saying about the war on drugs, right? What is this conversation about? And then you jump in with your own viewpoint. What do you think? What is your viewpoint based on all this information that you've received? Where do you jump into the conversation? So again, I hope this helps. I hope that you find this video useful. Again, if you're interested, I would highly recommend that you come and see me. You can do a one-on-one with me, or we can go over it in class. But again, the library catalog and database is going to be your best source for gathering resources and information on your research topic. So spend a lot of time gathering information, spend a lot of time synthesizing it and figuring out what people are saying, and then go in to start writing your actual research paper when you feel full of other people's ideas and you're ready to start writing. So have a great week. I will see you next week. If I don't see you this week, I hope that this video helps you. And start your research. Find something you love that you want to research, that you want to share with others, and it'll be a piece of cake. Step by step.